This is the AINOTE 2. It is a tablet that is so impossibly thin, yet way smarter than you think. Links in the description if you want to check it out. So what is it? The AINOTE 2 is an ultra-thin e-ink tablet designed, in my opinion, for professionals. Now, why does it matter? I think what's interesting here is it being designed for professionals allows for very intentional and focused meeting notes while also combining that with built-in AI capabilities. And there's one feature here that completely changes the way I use AI in this workflow. We'll get to that in a minute. Special thanks to AINOTE for sending this out for review. Let's dive in. So let's talk about the form. It is only 4.2 millimeters thin and only 280 grams. It's lighter than most tablets, and honestly, it feels unreal in the hand. It feels like maybe 10, 20 sheets of paper, depending on how thin the paper is. I mean, can you see that? It's like impossibly thin. That said, you do have premium materials. You've got an aluminum, I would assume, rail around the outside. You've got glass on the front and the back. You've got nice little rubbery feet here. These pins here indicate maybe that there will be a keyboard folio or something. All they sent me out was the pen and the device itself. You do have more of a grippy, rougher edge here on the surface, which feels way more like writing on paper, as you can hear. The pen is also a huge upgrade from the original. We did review the AINOTE Air 2, I think, which we'll link up here. And this pen has come a long way, the Stylus. It definitely feels more in line with the Remarkable Stylus. And with this, you do get the pen tips, you get the eraser side, and then you actually do get a function button here, which is different to this type of stylus. It's a function button, you can program it how you'd like, but out of the box, you can erase if you push it while holding away. And if you get close and push it, you can use it as a lasso tool. As you can see, the pen sticks right on the side there. And even though this is impossibly thin, you do have a fingerprint reader on the on-off switch. And you have another little function button here, which is currently out of the box set up for search functionality. All in all, even though this is really thin and light, it feels very well made. It feels robust. And just the portability in this is insane to me. And the fact that there's so much tech packed into this thin, like paper thin form factor, it blows me away. So now let's talk about the function. What can this thing do? As I mentioned before, I do think it's positioned towards professionals, as you do have microphones up here in the top. You can record and transcribe while using this device, and as you're recording and taking notes at the same time, it can actually sort of mark during the conversation when you wrote things down so that you can click on it and jump to that part in the conversation, which I think is really neat. That was on the original device as well that we reviewed, and I'm glad they carried that over here. Now, as I mentioned before, AI is built right in. It's actually ChatGPT 4.0, so you can use that while you're doing your work. It's perfect for brainstorming, scripting, summarizing notes, things like that. There's also two buttons down here at the bottom, which I think is fantastic. One is that AINOTE button, and one is a quick note button. You just kind of swipe in from the side there, and I can go ahead and start taking notes. This device runs Android 14 with Google Play support. You can install Kindle, Kobo, Gmail, Outlook, etc. But you can have different cloud services here. You can have WPS Office. You can even have your email, Gmail, Outlook, or another mailbox plugged in here too. If you finish taking notes during a meeting, you can quickly send those off to whoever might need them. Now, I think what's cool here is a lot of these tablets will have multiple different ways of displaying on the e-ink. They've only given two here, which I actually like. There's a faster, less beautiful mode, and then there's an HD, which is the best display, but it's a little more clunky. It takes a little bit longer for the page to refresh. I found this great if I'm flipping through a book, reading quickly. Optimum speed is nice. Or if I'm maybe reading a comic book, for instance, I would want to do best display, have it take a little bit longer to refresh the page, but you get that nice, beautiful black and white image. The screen itself is a 300 ppi for those of you interested, which just makes for a really sharp black and white image. Coming back to the pen here, you do have 9 different types of writing here, and there's actually 4,096 pressure levels within this pen. So as you're writing, you do get a lot of variability. If you're pushing hard on a line, feeling back on a line, if you're tilting the pen, things like that. It's just a more fluid and more true to life kind of feel when you're taking notes and drawing on this tablet. Another thing that's interesting here is this can kind of become your sort of all-in-one device while at work. Obviously, I feel like depending on the type of work that you have, you probably need a computer as well. But for note-taking, things like that, even keeping your schedule, they do have that here as well. So you can come in here to a schedule, lunch today at noon. You can do a memo. You can get daily reports here. You can come in day, week, month. And as you're taking different notes within the app, there's different keystrokes or figures you can draw to sort of mark things here, which is interesting. You can have a task list, of course, a focus star, anywhere that you write on a page where you're taking notes. If you draw a star, it will show up here, which I think is pretty neat. And I do like that full sort of like integration. You can add your Google Calendar here as well, so you can have that all updated nicely and in one place. As you add events here, it will show up on your phone and vice versa. You can search for things in your calendar. You have various different tools here for writing and even doing typing on screen. You can have all these different templates here. Some are baked in. You can also do custom ones, of course, which supports PNG, JPEG, and other image formats. Got different planner styles here, different document styles. I'm personally just a huge fan for dots like this. It's a very smooth writing experience. You can kind of see here, it's a little more laggy than maybe some other options out there, but that has never really bothered me that much. I think I care more about the screen being as close to the stylus as possible. And because this isn't a color display, they're able to get that e-ink display closer to the surface of the device. So you do have a very close pen to screen feel here. A lot of you will want to know, but you can either sign in on your account with AINOTE and keep your notes in the cloud there, or you can sort of bring your own cloud service. I do believe that they have Google Drive and OneDrive as well. It's still wild to me that it has the fingerprint login, but you can also do a code if you'd prefer to do that. And again, clicking this little button here on the top pulls up this search bar, which I think is great that there's that key feature right there as a functional button. They have quite a few more apps here as well, and I'm assuming you can do APKs, side loading. Don't quote me on that, but I'm assuming you can. Only a couple pages are here to install. I'm glad to see Libby's on there, of course, OneDrive, Dropbox as well, APK Pure, so there you go. So I mentioned very early on in this video what sort of makes this stand out when it comes to using AI, and I think alongside the quick note being here, there's actually an AI button here. So if you just click or basically tap and swipe from there, it opens up a chat here with ChatGPT 4o. You can come back in here, ask it questions, get ideas. Say you're scripting or you're very focused. You have your phone put away, your MacBook put away, whatever, and you're just writing. Being able to have chat there where there's not really distractions here. It's just the full sort of brainstorm mode. I wish more of these tablets were incorporating AI, ChatGPT, whatever it might be, but to allow that brainstorming, because in my workflow, I work like parallel with AI these days. If I'm script writing, if I'm writing an email, no matter, brainstorming business ideas, I like working alongside AI to bounce ideas off or be like, hey, when did this event happen in history, right? Like whatever you might use chat for or AI for, having it built into a very intentional and focused device makes a lot of sense to me in today's world. And I feel like this is one of the only devices that has cut away the fluff of what a device can do to make it focused and intentional, but allow you this AI partner to help you as you're being creative or thinking through ideas. I think that this device has been almost fully iterated perfectly from the first device. The materials here are better. The experience of using it is better. The thinness, the lightness, the fact that they made the screen bigger, yet it seems thinner is insane. And I don't know. I think this is one of the strongest competitors in the market right now because of the focused nature, the very minimal cut back nature of the device, but having AI built in. And I think that's a marriage that I haven't really found in any other devices currently. Again, because this is a pre-release unit, there might be some issues that they'll work through before the full release, like the Kindle thing, but honestly, that's really all I've found to be a problem, and I'm excited to see how they update this even more in the future. So if you want the thinnest, most professional-centered e-ink tablet with AI built directly into it, this is that tablet. This is the perfect tablet for you. Taking notes, recording meetings, it's all here for that professional setting with no distractions. It's pretty perfect. Battery life to me has been killer. I've only charged it once, and you can see up here, we're probably at 75%, which is wild. So again, links will be in the description if you'd like to check it out. I think they're doing a crowdfunding campaign first, so you might be able to get in and get it at a discounted rate. Otherwise, if you're watching this video down the road, links will be in the description, and we'll try to get you all a discount code. Thanks so much for watching. On this channel, we talk about tech that marries form and function. We like tech that improves our lives and looks good while doing so. We will try and never review a product that we don't think is worth your time. So if that sounds cool to you, subscribe, like this video for more, watch this video next. I think you're gonna love it, and we'll see you all in the next one.